Good day. Today we're going to talk about checking in with your employees versus checking up with them. Hi, how you doing? My name is Matthew Ewell from Leading with Nice, where we want to help you inspire others, build loyalty, and get results. Now, we're talking about this because what we're really after at Leading with Nice is we want to help your team reach their full potential. And one of the ways we know through research that employees will reach their full potential is if they feel a sense of belonging. So how do you feel like you belong somewhere? What makes you feel that this is where I should be, and therefore allows you to get to that most productive level? Well, the data shows that when people feel like they have a say in the matter, or they have some ownership, that they're actually up to 3.5 times more productive. So how do you get there? What's a simple way you can move that needle to help people feel they have more of a sense of belonging and ownership? There's lots of ways, but one really simple way is to check in and stop checking up. So what does that look like? A checkup looks like this. Hey, how far along are you on that project? Hey, when do you think that'll be done? Hey, do you know the status of this? Those on their own aren't necessarily bad questions, and certainly there should be mechanisms to know if a project is moving along well. However, that's a checkup. It's like going to the doctor and them, criticizing like, how's your weight loss coming? Or, are you doing all you can to maintain a healthy body? Versus a check-in. A check-in looks like this. And I'm going to talk to you about a system I used to use with the team when I was a communications director. What we did is we had a daily meeting, and the only question on the agenda is, what's in your way of being successful today? And sometimes it would be like, oh, I haven't heard back from this person. Or sometimes it would be, oh, I don't really know how to address this issue. Or sometimes it would be, oh, if I just had this piece of software, I could, do this much faster. And what that enabled me as the leader of that group was to then go remove barriers from their way. I was checking in. Now, there's a few key components that make checking in really valuable. And the first is to do it. You can have organized times, but to do it not necessarily on a schedule. So back in the office, you might do it in the lunchroom or at the water cooler. Maybe you just stroll by their desk and ask, hey, how is there anything I can help you with right now? And honestly, 9 times out of 10, the answer will be no. But there's appreciation that you are trusting them to do their job, and all you want to do is help them succeed. The next is to take the posture of a listener. As a leader, and you're checking in, this is not your time to be doling out advice or suggestions or learning. That's, of course, very appropriate to do as a leader. But in this moment, you're listening, you're checking in to say, how can I help? And then truly listen. And then you need to have an attitude that your reports, they want to be doing well. They aren't trying to slack or be lazy. If you have those employees, you're to blame for hiring poorly. But for the most part, people that work with and for you are trying to excel. They want to do their best. So if you have this attitude that, oh, they're trying to do their best, and my job is to help them get there by asking them, by listening what I can do to help them, then you'll have much more success. And finally, bring some of your own vulnerability. So they're going to be telling you how you can help them. They're going to be asking you for advice and opinions. I would suggest to you that you can also ask them for their advice and opinions. Now, clearly, there's times you can't share things that are confidential or sensitive, but perhaps you're working on a new campaign. You're saying, I'm really at these crossroads. I want to achieve X, but Y seems also really important. What do you think the right balance is? You might have an idea already in your head, and so at the very least, you might get affirmation that you're on the right road. But at the very best, you're going to get a great new idea, and the person, the report you've asked, is going to feel empowered and emboldened, and they're going to feel like they have ownership. That's a huge win. The check-in versus the check-up. I know it's so easy for us to get into that checking up and how is this going to be on time and what's the status of this, because you have an agenda and you have deadlines to meet and you have responsibilities you need to fill and obligations that you will be judged and measured against. But over the long haul, that is, the checkup is the wrong way to go. The check-in is where it's all about. For more on this topic, visit leadingwithnice.com, and I look forward to speaking to you in the next video.